Hello fellow moto vloggers, Urban and Ev on Ruby the Suzuki Bandit on this Friday afternoon. Very strange day. Yesterday was 42 degrees. Now it's probably about 25 degrees. But there's sort of a haze or something over everything. You know, it's like a fog or something like that. It's really strange. I can't remember ever seeing it like this. It is humid. There is still a lot of moisture in the air, but gee whiz, it's very strange. I haven't actually, well, I can't remember it being like this for, well, ever. Unless I just didn't happen to notice it, but it's more prevalent if you look in a distance, which I'll probably be able to show you a little bit further on in the ride. I was fairly crook Wednesday, folks. This one hit me for an 8, not a 6. Had a really funny sort of headache, and had the hot face. Had the sweats a little bit. Mind you, it was still a warm day last Wednesday. It was about 34, and yeah, it knocked me around a little bit. But and also it doesn't take that long after you have the BCG and you want to wee all the time, and when you want to go, you need to go, and you need to go quickly. And of course, really, you've got to be at home to go, so you can put the bleach down the toilet. But because I caught the bus, I had no control over the time factor. But I'm happy to say that I made it home, and didn't bother locking the car or anything. I just ran straight inside and had a wee. It was quite funny. I was hopping around and dancing around trying to hold it, but it wasn't easy. But anyway, I made it, which is good. That's the last one for a little while, and I had to ring up Narelle this morning, because this morning I got a telephone call from the Lower McEwen saying that we've got a time for me to have my procedure done at the end of January, and I wasn't real sure what she really meant. There's the hazy look over the hills and that back there, yeah. I wasn't sure whether it was correct or not, and I said to the lady on the phone, look, I've just come out of 6 weeks of BCG, and they told me that it'll be at least another 6 weeks before you can go into the bladder, because at the moment it will be inflamed and it wouldn't be a good time to go in. And I said, Narelle was my urology nurse, and she said, all right, I'll look into it. But in the meantime, I rang Narelle. Oh yeah, look, very foggy. I rang Narelle and explained to her, and she's going to get back to me next week to see what it was all about, because there's nothing on my file or anything. So yeah, I was a bit concerned about that, going in a bit, well, around the 4-week mark instead of 6-week mark. It might be a waste of time because it might still be inflamed, and that's no good for the doctors to have a look in. Anyway, we'll see what happens, and I'll let you all know. Yeah, I was walking the other day past the Smithfield Cemetery, and I noticed there was a cop car there. I also noticed that there was 2 blokes digging up a grave. So I thought I'll ask them if they're exhuming a body for evidence, and I said to one of the blokes, "Are you exhuming the body for evidence?" He said, "No, we're not." In actual fact, we're digging him up because Centrelink says he's well enough to look for a job. Ah, dear. No, I won't take credit for that joke, folks. Someone told it to me and I thought it was fantastic. And if you don't know, people overseas, Centrelink is where you go and apply for Social Security, your Social Security money, and then they send you off to a job network and all that sort of thing. And it's a joke because they've become so tough. They're even sending the dead out to look for work. So that's what the joke was all about, folks. I thought it was good at the time. I hope you got a bit of a rib tickler out of it as well. Yeah, we're digging him up because Centrelink said he's well enough to look for work. I'm still laughing about it. Anyway, folks, Bandit Nev, I'm Ruby the Suzuki Bandit on this rather coolish afternoon, which is absolutely fantastic. Love it, love it, love it. Bidding you all very, 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 very safe riding until next time. Cheers for now.